Hello, my name is Jonathan Monks and from Keith Monks Audio. We are celebrating this year the 40th anniversary of the Keith Monks record cleaning machine, and we're demonstrating at the Bristol Hi-Fi show here in February 2009 to celebrate. We have a device which is very similar from the original design from the late 1960s. Many of the components are very much the same. We've smartened up some of the aesthetics, but essentially it is the same machine that was designed originally for the BBC 40 years ago. It uses a wash and dry system. There is a brush system here which is linked to a jar that's inside the machine, and it's applied onto the record using this hand pump here, which is the windscreen washer pump from a 1960s Mini Cooper. And so you flick the turntable on, you apply the fluid using the Mini Cooper hand pump, lift up the brush, push it back down again, give the record a good scrub, and that's it done for the washing. You then flick over to dry. As you can hear, hardly any difference in sound compared to when the vacuum pump's off. So that is actually with the vacuum pump running now. You adjust the arm into the middle. It is now moving out from the inside out, following the centrifugal movement of the fluid as it's being flung out by the disc. And you may well be able to see from there is a small plastic nozzle, and at its tip there is a thread being reeled out from a motor inside the machine. It's being reeled out at a steady rate, so there is always a clean piece of thread at the nozzle tip where it's in contact with the record. And this nozzle, with its thread going through, is designed to minimise the contact with the record and create a sort of a gap from the cushion of the thread for the suction to take place. And it's now moving progressively across the disc, removing all the fluid and all the bits and pieces floating around in it. And we have developed a new range of cleaning fluids for the record cleaning machine. We have a fluid that we're using here today in the machine for vinyl discs. That's the Discovery 3345. We do a lot of work with archives and libraries, so we have a separate cleaning fluid for 78s for shellac. And then we have our pre-wash concentrate, which is when you've got a very small amounts of very heavy contaminants on the discs, like for example when a record has been left up in the loft and it's had several summers and winters of moisture building up, and that's turned to mould. And this pre-wash concentrate, which you manually put on the record using the spout there, imagining that there was a stain on this particular record, you'd let that drip onto that record there, work it in with a brush, and then vacuum it through in the normal way. It's much the same as a stain remover for your laundry. If you had a dirty cuff or something and you put the stain relief bar on there and then put it through in the wash with your normal stuff. So, and that's it. The process is finished and the record is completely dry and ready to play. Thank you.